What's going on, guys? Who's Tunde here? Welcome to another episode of Afrobeats Weekly, podcast about African music on the continent and the diaspora. How is everyone doing? Another week, another podcast. In case this is your first time listening, welcome one, welcome all. This is the podcast on all things Afro-based, gist, new music commentaries, music reviews, etc., etc. You already know how we do. Nothing but all round good vibes here for music lovers. Tell a friend, tell another friend, help us with the link. Share your socials. Would appreciate it big time. Before we get into today's episode, very, very important. I need you guys to please rate and review the podcast if you haven't done that. Engage with options to grow, also get noticed. So much you're listening for favorite right now. Leave that 5-star rating, leave the comment. Appreciate it very much. Thank you guys. On today's episode of Afrobeats Weekly, we'll be touching on Victony Starlife album. We've also got a few songs on Music Fridays, turntable charts, and all that other good stuff. Was good, my G? Was good.
Yo, man. See, like before it was that we would just talk about like, oh, how was your week? But now it's like every week there's like drama. There's drama in the atmosphere just before we meet to record this. So it's like
Dry in the atmosphere. I think
there's
it
drama
makes
in the
up my own.
atmosphere.
It always makes up my own dry week because I feel like nothing eventful happened. I just find out that you're online following one drama or the other that has to do with music. And I just like, what is going on?
Yo, but before like we talk about the drama of like what happened, yesterday was a very eventful day in Toronto.
Yeah,
T dot. There were, I want to say, there were four concerts slash festivals yesterday.
Canada.
Yep, all through. So BTS, K-pop group,
Yeah.
had a show here. Um, what's this person's name again? Ed Sheeran, your boy, had a show here.
Go right, boy.
The Mollies, so Steven and YG and whatever. They had a festival here, open festival in big ass place. Busta Rhymes was also on the bill. It was also here, and our own boy decided
Sake.
to Hasake decided to have his own show as well at Scotiabank Arena, and
Funny that because
it
I don't
was
know because
okay.
before I think he had a show. I don't. I'm not sure. If it was Chicago or somewhere, like a lot of people were.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say a lot, but some people were complaining, like on social media, the show wasn't really up to standard. It was dull. It was dry. I'm not. Like maybe one or two people. So let me not say everybody. So I don't know if you went for this one and how.
So I didn't, to be honest, like I'm not gonna lie, I didn't go for this, but my crew was there, and it
So what's the
was
feedback?
the feedback was it was amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Which is like which now brings me to the thing that like, hey, look, and also that was amazing was because I remember Shaka had like a show here, maybe like 2024, I believe it was. He wasn't on tour, but I mean, someone brought him here, and he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, he needs the." They brought him here, but based off of like I don't know what he was charging, they had to make sure that the venue that he picked was the only venue that could accommodate like the promoters getting their money back. So I think because of that, I think turnaround time for them to try and sell those tickets was like short. But this, on the other hand, is on tour, so of course they're promoting it for a bit. And yes,
Yeah.
events that
No,
it was sold, like it was packed. Everybody had a great time. Everybody said his set was way better than it was the last time he came, which is an
awesome.
upgrade for a performer because you want people to come to your shows, but you want to like make sure that the first time is what they experience is better than next time. So I think yes, he lived up to the bill. And yeah, man,
Yeah,
shout out to
he's
him,
a,
man.
he's a showman, like we said, like we've been saying. I think he's gearing towards that. I want to be a live performer type of artist. So yeah, I feel like big ups to him, man. December, I guess it's December we're going to get in Nigeria. So
All right, hold on. It's coming for you. It's coming for. So which now brings
yeah,
me down to like another thing. Like I remember like I don't know like is there a camp that Shake is like what's the word? You know how we have like, okay, when Davido does something, the Whiskey camp like jumps on and like, is there an anti Ashake camp
Not
that
anti, but maybe
that we're not
pro
aware of?
Olamide, maybe. I think yeah, I think pro Olamide and pro Wiz because they made the album together. So the Wiz fans on my timeline are always still screaming that what's the name of that album is the best album of the year. Jokodo is the best song. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, so we pro all those
They are
albums.
pro those ones. Then who's the anti Ashake crowd?
I, I don't think he has any yet.
Bro, I'm not lying to you, man. Like I was getting some like weird things on my feed just before the concert started. Basically,
Yeah,
like people trying to say that like he can't sell out that venue, or tickets are not going or whatever or whatnot. Blah blah blah
yeah, I
blah
was
blah.
getting that. Yeah, yeah. I
And I
saw
was
it.
just like, where is this coming from? I know like there are a million shows happening
It's just
throughout on
jobless
that
people.
same day, but I don't think that he's gonna have a problem with doing that. And that's exactly what I saw. Like, I
Yeah,
heard I saw someone tweet, "Man, Toronto, you guys didn't come off." Okay, and then like 3 hours later, she was like, "Oh, my bad. I spoke too soon because the place was packed after
yeah.
like when it was
The way
time
it's
for
just
his actual sets." Exactly. So things of that nature. I was just like, where's this? But anyways, man, shout out to him, man. That's what I want to
yeah.
just
Shout
keep
out
that.
to him, man. Um,
Boy's flying high, so go see him when he's out on tour, man.
seeing when it's out on tour for sure, for sure. What else we got? I think just the news,
How many
say,
times? How many times?
and you can tell you wanted to say sex, so but that's an intercourse. But anyways, if you've been living under the rock, Black Bones and Odumodu has been buried for a while now. But Black has been relatively quiet, so he has finally revealed the cause of the Odumodu beef. And let me just tell you guys what the cause is. Just wait, hold on.
Damn, tell me what's wrong, dog. What the hell you damning about? I'm your homie, so just say what's on your mind. Man, I didn't know that you were talking about her. So man, you telling me you know her? Do I know her like a pastor know his word? We messing with the same girl, same girl. How could the love of my life and my potential wife be the same girl?
So that
Bro, man,
was
life, music imitating life, art imitating life, whatever you want
that
to
is,
call it.
that
Like
is pretty much what's because anyways,
that was a
Black
good
Bones
find. That
has
was a
finally
good find.
opened up. What he believes is the main cause of the beef between himself and Odumodublvck. While speaking during an interview with media personality Rufai Hussaini, Blaqbonez claimed that their beef began when they were both involved with the same lady. He said, Odumodu and I were the girl at the same time, but I didn't know she was with him too around the same time we met. Don't really know at what point Odumodu came into the picture. She called my manager and she was threatening to destroy my career. Odumodu accused me on the phone of disturbing his babe. I'm like, how? Then I told him that I'm not disturbing his babe. We had a thing, and she sent me a weird message, and I just called her to know why she sent me the message, but she didn't pick, and I blocked her. Blaqbonez further explained that although he caught contact with the lady in question, Odumodu regarded him as the enemy since the encounter. He also noted that he was never in a relationship with her, but they were intimate. The woman at the center of the dispute, identified on X as Bantu, subsequently released her own statements, giving a different account of the relationship with Blaqbonez and accusing him of harassment and threats. She said she had sent a cease and desist letter and accused him of threats, cyber stalking, blackmail, and revenge porn. Following the woman's statement, Blaqbonez took to X on Thursday to defend himself. He said, for years, I've been silent. But since you have come to engage me directly, I respond. Don't doubt back. Show the evidence of sexual abuse like you and your man clearly stated, which has which has clearly been omitted in your news story that you have fabricated. Anyways, over to you.
Hey yo, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. But look, you know the worst part is like every time I'm listening to Black Bones like music, that every time like it's a verse, anything, I'm always like, who's he talking about, dog? With this,
I
like,
know.
Literally, I'm just like, what are we talking about right now? But yeah, man, this is messy. This is messy.
Yeah, very
We never
messy.
want to. We don't want to see this now.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking at Odumodu like I'm looking at him in a weird
I'm like,
light.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm looking at you weird, like, my
Looking at it
nigga.
like, yo, big color. Is this it? Nah, man. Those
Anytime
daggers ain't.
see that
Those
gangster
daggers.
shit.
Those daggers ain't looking nice now, man. Those daggers ain't
I think the long and short of this thing is just the ego that is playing the part of, someone,
You've been with my girl.
somebody being with your babe, and you know the person. So I think let me run through one summary that one guy gave. The guy said Black had a sneaky link with Lady B for a year-ish. Odi met Lady B and wanted to cuff her without knowing what she was really up to. Lady B sees Odi is serious and decides to let Black off. Black is mad and upset. Like about to lose one of his favorite sneaky links. Black blows up Lady B's phone. Eventually finds out that it's OD he's been, and he's wondering, you told me you don't fuck with this dude. Are you sure it's love? OD finally decides to do a background check after professing love. Only find out that his woman, in quotes, ex flamed his Blaqbonez and immediately feels threatened and inferior. Holding out turns to a frantic kid trying to find out who finished the ice cream he saw in the fridge. Ask Blaqbonez the weakest question: how many times did you F my wife? Black is disgusted by the question and tells Odi as many times as his brain can imagine. Odi won't let this go. He keeps harassing Black for proof. Black is like, why would a real nigga keep such activities on his phone? The proof is available in their trip to Ghana. The big steps in, blah, blah, blah. Anyways. That was pretty much the story, but I'm sorry, man. Voodoo. You ain't moving like a real G at all at all.
I don't even. I mean, you feel some type of way. It's okay to feel some type of way.
And if your ego
It's
isn't
human
allowing
nature. It's
you,
human nature.
just you can cut it. You can tell the baby, look, man, I'm sorry. I keep thinking about Blaqbonez and
It's
every
human nature.
night. So let me leave. I can't. Well, I think he's maybe into deep now that he's like, what, let me just do whatever it is I want to do. Because clearly this isn't the case of sexual assault like it has been. Hammering and sexual this and sexual that. I think this people are saying at best maybe quote unquote revenge porn allegedly, because I think what happened was he said Udi was asking for proof. Like, okay, you say you slept to her, send me proof. And I think Black had like according to him, a bikini picture of the babe, in the room or whatever. But I'm pretty sure it was maybe news that he sent to Udi to prove that I'll be with the babe, and maybe the babe was there, it was a setup, whatever the case may be. I hate all this he said, she said, messy stuff, but man,
Oh
Udi
man,
same.
it's nasty. It's
Yeah.
nasty. Okay. I don't like this. I'm just here for the music. So please let me sort this thing out.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's here for the music. He dropped the song, we'll get to it in a bit. But before we get to that, we have Starlife by Victony. Um, 15 songs.
Swagalama.
Those song exceeds the 3 minute mark. So the project is just about 35 minutes. Production from Dara, Big Space, Blaze, Zedekos Rage, P Prime. Features we have Buju, Blaqbonez, YKB, Baby Boy AV, Young John, and Fola. I just give my brief thoughts, and of course, I'll hand over to the Victony expert to take it over. For me, I'd say this is his most enjoyable project for me personally. Is this his best work? Stubborn, I think, still takes that crown. But this one, I enjoyed it from beginning to end. Still doesn't know how to make a bad project, in my opinion. Love the album, same production, sounds cohesive. Clear theme running through the album. Women. I don't think there's a song that's not about women on this album. But it doesn't feel like it was forcing it. It just felt like natural. I think it's in his enjoyment era. The music is a reflection of that. He's not trying to prove anything. He has given you all the tracks, all the good tracks. Now he's just vibing, he's having fun with it, and the album sounds like it. Honestly, I'm not mad at it. So yeah, over to you, Tony Expert.
Hey, first of all, I just want to say shout out to my boy. We were, every time like this anticipation of like something big coming,
Yeah,
and you're always like, will it live up to the hype? This for me does, because this is like when you say you want a summer album.
yeah,
This is exactly what this is. It's on. It's the theme is constant throughout the album.
yeah.
I almost feel like they recorded this in like just on one weekend. Like, hey, all the tracks came in. This is the vibe I'm in, and I'm just gonna let everything flow out.
Just
So
rock.
it does not like seem like, oh, I recorded this track 8 months ago, and this one while I was out in Indonesia or something like that. It doesn't seem all over the place. Just same theme all throughout, and I vibe with it a lot. Again, this is enjoyment album. Stubborn, even very stubborn. Like I think are
Yeah, I
mm,
think it's a balance. How you said, I think it's a balance between very stubborn and stubborn. Like he was
yeah,
able to just find that.
yeah, man. I just give you the theme to what it wants, what people want. What do you want to listen? You want jams? Okay, I'm gonna give you jams, but still being because I know there's this comparison of it being like, oh, repetitive, but I still feel like it's musical enough that you can distinguish between one song and another song.
Yeah,
I know the comparison you gave it. I know the comparison you gave, but it is what it is, man. It's
You know the good about the comparison. I didn't say who it was that that is not serious in music. So the CK fans can come and say, who is not, are you talking about CK? I'm like, are you saying CK is one not serious in music? Or are you saying Victor is not serious? I think Victor is not the one serious in music because they have almost that same repetitive thing, but you can clearly tell, like I
clear
said, yeah,
which
you
one
can
is
clearly
sweeter,
tell.
man. You can
Yeah,
clearly know which one is sweeter, man. It's just the same thing. Like you can make what is it? You can make a cheesecake, right?
yeah,
Everybody can sell cheesecakes, but someone can just pour too much sugar and say cheesecake, and the cheesecake is no longer a cheesecake. It's just horrible. And that's how sometimes music is, man. Like the balance is what this is. It's just sweet throughout. We're not trying to get complex in levels or anything like that. But some other people try and do the same thing, and it just comes out bad. Like so, hey, what can we say? But shout out to Victony, man. This is a sweet project. The only thing I have against this album is just that the songs are so short. But I
yeah,
also understand why like they're so like in that little comfort. This is another thing about like knowing why is the balance of it being just a sweet album is because it's the balance of knowing that, hey, look, this style or this wave I am on right now, if the song is 3 minutes and I'm saying the same thing like over and over and over again, people can get tired of it. So let's keep it really short and on to the next. And I think that what makes it work. Yes, it's short, but yeah, that's what makes it work. So yeah,
yeah,
man.
that is, man. I enjoyed the album, I enjoyed it for what it is. I feel like I get it, Starlife is in his enjoyment era. I've seen some people saying, oh, it's not as introspective as
Yep.
Stubborn and all the other, and you don't have like Prayer 46. I'm like, at this point, like he has given you all those jams. He has given you the body of work that's supposed to give you. Now he's just giving you, come on, vibe with me, call let's do it as a
Let's
collective.
lamba.
Just have fun. Lamba in a good, enjoyable way. I was just doing it at the gym and I was just like, oof, enjoying this. I'm really, really enjoying this because for for me as a music fan, as prolific and as this is album of the year. That year that what's the name that Stubborn came out. I,
2024, yeah.
I could see it. I could see like okay, I see it's a good album, fantastic album, but I didn't enjoy it the way I enjoyed this one that gave me Lamba. But that's just me, different people with their
Of course, that's just you. You're weird in that way because I don't understand how how Stubborn was not. You know what? Let me just. I'm not gonna.
different,
I'm
like different
not gonna go
opinions. A
there.
lot of people want, this. A lot of people want this stubborn. Like Jesus said, listen to the old album if you still want him in that mind space. Next year, maybe you'll be heartbroken by all these, women and this and that too. And before you know it, you'll get another perspective album.
So now my thing is, I feel like Victony is he is what is he missing to take him to the next level? And this it could come down to just strictly just management or anything like that. But I feel like he's just like, back in the days there was like when the so-called big three were like,
Yeah.
rumbling and everybody was like trying to take that next step. I feel like there was someone else that was there that was just literally just, hey, yo, man, you need to take that next step, but never did. And all of a sudden, like, career just went, blah, 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 blah. And that was Runtown to me, because Runtown used to make bangers and bangers and bangers and bangers. And it was just like, he never just got that little one up to like go. So I just feel like, do you feel, because everybody knows, like, Slick, Fresh, like, everybody knows these songs. And everybody's part of everybody's, my favorite song of 2026. So it's like, what is that?
Yeah.
What is it missing to like take him to the next step?
It's difficult, man. Sometimes it's just time, chance, the era you came in. Because I feel like this era is, that superstar, era that we used to place all these damn big three.
Yeah.
I think that era is like pretty much gone. And the other thing I'll say is, Victoria is not one for like too much lamba that can elevate him to that status.
But you
Like
don't need too much lamba to elevate you to the
don't.
status.
I mean, like a burner, he did all in between all the great songs. There's still one or two lambas or the kind of music he makes. He has also mastered the stagecraft. But with like a Victor, not saying he's not going to get there. His music or the music he makes now doesn't have that. I'm going to carry like the mainstream people along, the common man that's on the streets just charging his phone and listening to even Slick, as big as a hit as Slick is, I'll say didn't really penetrate. That doesn't really penetrate the streets like that. As we know, it's viral, music lovers, and the average music lover likes it. If you like it, to pop. But on the streets like that, the streets credibility that all these guys had that is making them like A-list artists, it doesn't have it yet. That's
So
why it's
trying to tell
dying.
me that. So okay, so this is another thing that I'm trying to understand. So you're trying to tell me that Slick, which is clearly one of the biggest songs of of the year, alongside with Soweto, which was one of the biggest songs, right? Alongside what else song was also big on Stubborn? Stubborn itself, like the title track, was also a big song. And My Darlene, I think, yeah, it was not My Darlene they had. They didn't have a song called My Darlene or something like that. Or Selima, whichever one it is. I can't remember. And the one with Terry G as well. Like everything again, like that had the sample of like the Spider-Man song.
Yeah.
Like these are big songs.
Yeah.
Clearly music lovers know that, and lots of people, everyone knows those songs. And you're still saying like with this album, he still can't penetrate everybody. Even though this album is a strictly Lamba album. I'm not even saying like, okay, even penetrate everybody, but I'm like, pause. But I'm saying I want to see Victony on festivals when it's summertime. I want to see his name on the bill.
He
How has
can't
he not? Why has he not got into that yet?
He can do enough to cater to his own crowd, and he's good for a long time as long as he keeps giving them good albums. But I'm just saying that, fortunately, unfortunately, Lagos and Nigeria by extension is a very Lamba, and as much as I hate to say, like very like Yoruba. So that's why Sheyi vibes will be able to pop more than the Victony. You get, because the common person, the common man, the average person that's coming to your carpenter and everything, they're playing music on their phone and all these things. It is the Sheyi vibes you get, or like a burner, or like the big three or big four, or a song that is, let me say, universally acceptable, as opposed to like a Victony will do what Victony will do. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's no doubt about that. The music lovers will love him, but just that elevating it to that pop culture, I mean, superstars, it can still happen, never say never, but it's just difficult given the music he makes. I think that's my take on it.
Okay. All right, man.
All right. So, what song should we play?
No. Before we jump into the songs, also want to bring into our our little sprinkle of what is going on. Davido with and Wande Cole. What's your take on that? What's your take on that?
First
Because
of all, you guys sharing and retweeting of this thing is, yeah, body shaming is not good. If you want body shame in your head, but don't say it out loud. That's my. Nobody needs to hear what you feel about another person's body. I don't know. I think,
especially if the person is a grower, not a shower. But anyways, moving on.
I feel like obviously, I don't know, miscommunication, and because one camp one day obviously has now kind of like aligned with DJ Tunes and aligned with what's his name, Wiz. I think maybe that's where the beef, like all
I
the
don't
industry
think
calls, maybe they've
I don't
said something
think
to
so.
somebody. Obviously, we don't know like the underlining this thing of it all, but I think it's maybe someone said something to someone. But according to David, they asked him a question on a podcast that why didn't his verse on that song come out? I can't remember the name of the song. But why did the verse come out? And it
He didn't
was
say
like,
why did the verse come out. He said why didn't the song come out?
why did the song come out? Sorry, like the verse was already like popular on social media. So like, why didn't the song come out? I was like, I one day wanted to release the song as a
Remix.
remix after releasing the old song, and he was like, no, that let's just release the song as as an original song. And I get why artists do that sometimes. Maybe at that time he had done like, maybe I'm just giving an example, maybe like 10 remixes, and it's like, okay, I'm done for remixing and featuring, so that they won't say all I'm doing this year is just featuring. I want my original. It could be anything, it could be a number of things. Which is fine. And I think one should have just left it alone. And he came to tweet that, is he, or something like, is it something that is not your own? How can you say I should not? Just, and you know the kind of person David is. David is, I don't give a fuck. I'm like political. I'm supporting this and I'm doing that. So you just, him to out of his emotions and everything. Yeah, mad. Yeah. Well, I don't know, Joe. It's just, I feel like they should have just, it should have gotten to it as gotten to, but here we are.
Again, like I can see from both parties. I could also see from the one side that, hey, look, this is how we're doing a rollout. Exactly like how I talked about, like, oh, maybe Slick was going to get a remix because it's
Yeah.
such a short song. And it's like, okay, maybe they want to give it life, give it more life. Same thing one day might be thinking is like, hey, look, I have this song. And not to give it more life, you know, I'll do a remix with David, which would, of course, would be shot with a video. Same thing they did with Who You Help or whatever. What's that song with Olamide? Olamide, Who You Help now. It's not Who You Help that they had one day on the remix.
Yeah,
And
it
like that
was.
was and that's what they shot with the video. Like artists do this. Everybody knows this. The artists do this. Like it's just to make sure the song like pops more, gives it more life. And that would have probably been one day's camp's thought process. And they've done it. And then David, of course, clearly said, no, I don't want that. I want it to be released original. I'm like, this is how we've already done our things. This is what we planned for. This is what, like, he literally said it, like something that we've already, like the promo and everything for. This is how it was. And David was like, nah, we're not doing it like that. Of course, he's going to state his claim that, this is how we wanted to do it. You came and said, no, that's not how it's going to be done. Of course, he featured on it. So he has a right to say if he wants to come out or not. And he said no. And so he let his whatever be known. And of course, as you said, he's in his I don't give a fuck bag right now. And yo, that clapback was not necessary, but look at here we are right now. Now we have another set of people in another, another set of fans now are going to be jumping on, on the hate watch. So, jeez.
Dropping an album very soon too. I think he announced his album. That's one day cold. That is. I'm just like, you know what? If you release it, we'll listen, but I don't have high expectations for it. But yeah, that's that about all the news happening in the entertainment space this week. Starlife, what song should we play? I think my favorite song is Missing Piece, but what's your favorite song? Let's play that.
Bro, this is a very hard question. But I'm gonna just start off with Too Lit. Let's just kick it off with the intro. I think that's literally what tells you what the album is about. But there's a pockets on the album that the thing is just ridiculous. The one word track.
On my earphone, I was like, what is this? So let's.
From fresh to too fresh is ridiculous. I just want to know that pocket of fresh to too fresh is literally like it's like the middle of a burger. It's just like absolutely sick. But Too Lit literally tells you what the album is all about. And yeah, I think.
Tony, let's go.
Baby, I'm too little. Looking for Jessica. I'm a boy, very big. I'm a boy, very big. Oh, baby, go stupid. Hey, then we go credit down. I'm a boy, very big. I'm a boy, very big. Everything alright with me now. Alright with me now. Ooh. Hey, so I got no more gunshot with me now. Gunshot with me now. Lifestyle, pin up. Everything on chat. Everything alright with me now. Hey, baby, bust down the door. How you tell me say we no go get them? She say make a buy a deal. Shawty tell me say she no be Christian. Sabinos, my girl, Sabinos. So, sure you know you too savvy. I be make a buy a new Benzo. Make a play fast to reach. It's nothing, baby, it's nothing. Smoking on something nice, it's nothing. Family up in there, it's nothing. Pull up in a new, disgusting. It's nothing, baby, it's nothing. Girl, the full section is popping.
Hey, gosh.
Victony. We went through a few songs, just a few here. The girlies are doing us very proud. But let me kick off with Attention by Fola, a song I like. And we'll be back with our thoughts on that. Let me quickly pull it up. Attention Fola. Where are you? Let's go.
You just want to chill, but problem will find you coming for where chilling spot.
Holiday, mon ami, call me there. Makakole one down, Ude DJ. To party way come bamu, Eko ile. Ask my nigga, Emile Mukaku. Everything Mukaku, we na disturbance. To get to me, Balenciaga. Getting money, getting rich, Peru Conra. Young money, cash money, they body Laura. Ole, walk one from your more Laura. Look out. Calm down.
That was Attention by Fola and Magic Sticks, of course. So once you hear that crowd chorus, you already know who it is. I love the way it starts with the Bella Shmurda clip. that voice thing. Yeah, that was Attention by Fola. Next song we have Isale Eko by
Ah!
Odumodublvck.
Ah! How
Isale
many
Eko by
times?
Odumodublvck.
Nah, I call him on how many times now?
Those gangsterism is not sounding cool in my ear anymore.
Bro, man, like the facade is done. It's done
Yeah,
out here in the streets, man. You know, also the same thing, like, when the game, my beef with the game. Like, I thought the game just goes mad corny. I couldn't listen to him in the same lights,
yeah.
the same way. So this also just feels like that's how I view him right
Oh,
now.
that's how you
Until
do it.
something changes, until something I can like the music, but when you start talking tough, I'm just like, my bro, maybe you might need to pipe down. Okay, so
Need
yeah.
more pros, man. All right, let's get to it. Isale Eko, Odumodublvck. Let's go.
Next motherfucker. Now for Isale Eko, them burn us. That time my mama they flog us. We know they hear what do be Jesus, my Lord. Back then, my gun be my own God. Now I dey pray 5 times in a day, make them both say I shoot gun. Mustafa hold on. Pray for the weak, I know one, I just set off. Before they go blow, I just kick off. Before they go cock, I just shoot more. They keep on Nana. Lika like Utala from Roma or Kaka. Black man in Italia. My brain is on balance, they think I'm the Joker. My t-shirt on Primark. In London, I'm Skepta. Ordinary men don't turn guns, now one comes the Wisconsin. We don't wanna hear the whole lot.
That was Isale Eko by Odumodublvck. You laugh, you make me laugh because I don't know why you're laughing. Are
They
you
keep on
saying,
unana. They
are
keep
you
on unana.
saying,
They keep
no, are you
on.
saying that you can't stab someone and someone else can take your woman? That's what you're saying. That you can't, but you can be a gangster and a gentleman now. It's very possible.
Hey, yo, man, literally, it's so possible. It's so possible to be cold-hearted and also have a soft side.
What
I
are we
feel
so
so too, man. Yeah, man. Also have a soft side. A really, maybe I want to put it like, I wouldn't say really soft side, but it's more of a maybe crashed ego side. But hey, man, it's possible, man. The human beings, we're complex individuals, and
yeah,
lots of emotions. So yeah, man. Shout out to him, man.
that's OD. Let's go on to Daju by Faith Martins. The girls have been feeding us alternative music this year. And we have no misses so far. This one has gone viral on my social media, just based off snippets alone before it even dropped. A lot of people were retweeting, a lot of people were calling it the jam. Someone said he heard it in the club yesterday and it was off the chain. Full song is here and it comes out advertised. It's very nice. It's called Daju by Faith Martins. Let's go.
Máa lọ fáfá kú fárọ́rá fapó. Ayé ṣòro jọ̀wọ́ dákun lajú. Máa rìn pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ fojú dájú. Bó o bá rìnrìn kúrin ẹsẹ̀ àpò. Máa lọ fáfá kú fárọ́rá fapó. Ayé ṣòro jọ̀wọ́ dákun lajú. Máa rìn pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ fojú dájú. Take it easy. No forfeiting. Fojú dájú. Ayé Monica. Ayé Monica. Take it easy. No forfeiting.
Faith Martins, Daju. From one girly to another, we have Ibadi by Yimeeka here. Yimeeka is really, really talented. I think we've reviewed one of our projects here before.
Yeah, we have.
Super talented. Another Afro House jam here that I enjoyed this weekend. It instantly reminds you of like a Nini Ola dope song. And I can just say they should just keep it coming, man. I've heard I've been seeing a lot of different beats doing like Afro House and all this, calling it Europop and just a mixture of, Yoruba and like pop music or house music, which can't complain bands right now. So if you are not into like a piano or like regular sound, check out all these brothers. Ibadi, Yimeeka, let's go.
Kí fìbàdí ẹ̀ bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣo máa gbọ́ mi bá mi sọ̀rọ̀. What does it have to mean? God forbid I don't know what to do. I just feel so higher, higher, higher. Lock the door. Kí fìbàdí ẹ̀ bá ẹ sọ̀rọ̀.
That was Ibadi by Yimeeka. Those were the songs we listened to this week. You guys should check them out. Type Afrobeats Weekly on Spotify or Google. Go to the playlist. You are Spotify, Google, Spotify, Apple Music, and right there, the playlist is there waiting for you. Let's get into the charts this week. Let me see. Not a lot of changes from last week to this week. Just a couple of new entries. Let's kick off the chart with Forgiveness at number 10 at Ashake. Gratitude climbing one notch up at number 9. I Know Who I Be, Davido, Jazz World, and GLC play number 8. Treat You Right by Fola at number 7. Slick by Victony at number 6. Ejameja, Buju and Ashake at number 5. Already Following My Jam climbing up at number 4. New on the chart this week at number 3 is T. GTA by Shay Vibes at 2. And Orea Day album song for me before Davido, Maya Kun and Fola number 1 last week. Number 1 this week. With that, people, we have come to the end of another fantastic episode. Thank you guys for listening. Enjoyed it. New episode of the podcast drops every Monday. Make sure you subscribe. Apple, Google, Spotify, wherever you get to point from there. We'd love to hear from you. Use the hashtag Afrobeats Weekly. Leave us comments, suggestions. Send emails to family at Afrobeats Pod. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Afrobeats Pod. Catch you in the next episode, my people. Leave you with the remain of Ibadi, Yimeeka. Peace out.
Peace.
What do you say? What do you say? Call you a man, come for me then. Come for the night, work with me, baby. What do you say? Give your body me by sorrow. Give your body a by sorrow. Toba mi go mo. Why I let me by me sorrow? Oh my baby by me sorrow.
Global Village.